Hi guys, today briefly I want to tell you my experience in Abu Dhabi airport when I was traveling to Malaysia the first time. When we arrived at Abu Dhabi airport, it was I think very late in the night at that time. It's very long time already. So they say that because we had one transit, if you're traveling to a very far journey for using any United Arab Emirates, any Emirates airlines like Qatar Airways, Etihad Airways, and Emirates. They usually transit anywhere between Abu Dhabi, Doha, and any of the cities in the Saudi Arabia area, the Arabian Emirates. So when we transited in Abu Dhabi, the plane that was supposed to come pick us, I think I used Etihad Airways. So the plane that was supposed to come pick us was coming from Kuala Lumpur, which is Malaysia. So they say that they had some delays that we need to wait for a while, and then after 1 hour or so, they told us that we have to wait until for 6 hours. That the plane has some delays in Malaysia arriving in Abu Dhabi, so we have to wait for 6 hours. And then I didn't have transit visa. You know, when you're traveling for a long journey, if you're going to transit anywhere in any country, it's very advisable you get a transit visa. If you already know that you will be transiting in that country, if you know that you'll be spending a little bit of time in that country, especially anything above 5 hours or 6 hours, it's very advisable you get a transit visa for that country, so you can be able to go outside the airport and then go for some brief sightseeing. So, but I didn't get, I didn't have the experience then. I didn't get any transit visa. So they said since I don't have a transit visa and the plane will be delaying for 6 hours, so I cannot be able to go outside the airport. I have to stay in the airport for 6 hours and wait for the plane. And the plane was supposed to arrive, I think, around 7 p.m. We waited. They said we should wait probably around 12 p.m. But later on, we waited until 2 a.m. So, but what they did, the airline was very kind to us. Actually, what they did was they gave us a meal voucher. They gave me two meal voucher, actually, one for dinner and one for breakfast. But I think I ended up using only one because I wasn't really hungry. I was just very anxious to get to my destination. So, but they gave me double. I think I went to the office in the airport there. They gave me, I think, two blankets or three blankets because I had to sleep on the floor of the airport. It's very chilling cold. The aircon is blasting very heavy and too cold. So they gave me double blanket. They didn't give me any hotel because they said if I need a hotel, I have to go outside the airport. But I cannot be able to go outside the airport because I don't have a transit visa, and all the airport hotels are already booked. So we had to sleep on the floor of the airport, and then I waited and waited and waited. So I think around midnight or so, I went to the buffet, the restaurant, to use one of the meal voucher. Oh boy, if you see what these people are serving there, a lot of food, different types of food, chicken, beef, rice, turkey, whatever they are serving. And if you go there, you serve yourself. They have wine, different kind of drinks, anything you want to eat. It's free of charge. It was taken care of by the airline. Because of the delay they cost, also they gave us the meal voucher in order to compensate for the delay they cost. So I went there. Oh boy, I started packing food. I ate this one. I ate rice. I ate porridge. I ate chicken. I ate beef. I ate whatever until I couldn't be able to sit properly that night. I took a tour around the airport. The airport was quite fine. You know, these Arabian countries, they really like good things. Their airports are usually very good. So I took a tour. I kept walking up and down. There's nothing much to do. I didn't want to do shopping at the airport because shopping at the airport is usually very expensive. So I didn't really want to do any shopping there. I kept walking around, waiting and waiting and waiting. I sleep, I wake up. I sleep, I wake up. I go to toilet. Keep repeating the same thing until 6 to 7 hours before they announced. I think when they announced that our flight has arrived, I was sleeping. I think someone tapped me on my leg and then asked me if I'm using this transit flight. So when I woke up, I saw that people have started queuing already. So I was like in a rush. I packed all the blanket up. I packed all the blanket up and then I rushed to queue up because all the people that are using that same flight have already started queuing. I think I was at the last line because I woke up very tired and I never knew when they started queuing. So we queued up and then we boarded the plane and then uh, we waited for a while for some maintenance also. So and then after that we took off and then landed in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So that was my experience, and my advice is whenever you're traveling to any far country, like traveling from London to New York or traveling from Nigeria to any country that you'll be flying for 7 hours per transit, any country that you'll be flying minimum 7 hours per transit, if you want to enjoy yourself, hit two birds with one stone, it's better you try to get a transit visa. Usually some countries they do give about 24 to 48 hours of transit visa, and some countries are now giving up to 96 hours of transit visa. So transit visa means that if you land at the airport, you can be able to go outside the airport in that country, whether it's in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, anywhere, or Thailand or JFK Airport or Heathrow Airport, anywhere you can be able to go outside and go inside the country and do some sightseeing for a few hours before your flight reaches and you have to return back to the airport. So it usually helps you a lot to kill two birds with one stone, which means that you can say that you have visited this country, even though your final destination is another country. So that was my experience, and that's the same thing that I'm going to do next time when I'm traveling that long journey, because it's usually very boring staying in the airport. If your transit in the airport goes beyond 1 hour, you will become very bored. Even if it was your first time of traveling through that airport or even first time of flying, you will become very bored because there's nothing much in the airport to see. There's nothing much to do in the airport. Even if you're doing shopping also, you will get very tired because it's just a very limited shops and very limited things to do. But Singapore is becoming very exceptional in that aspect. They have built a lot of different things in their airport. You can do, you can go to their water park, you can do some play, and there are different things that they have built in their airport, which I want to go experience very soon. I think very soon I will go experience that because it's airport is usually a very boring place. So if there's a country that is building something very exciting like this, I think it's a very good tourist attraction. That was my experience, guys, on staying 6 hours in the airport of Abu Dhabi. And then the cold nearly killed me. The cold was too much. You know, the country is a very hot country, so the aircon is always blasting very cold. So, but thank God I survived, and then finally we arrived at our final destination. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Facebook page. Until I see you again, guys. Bye bye.